So in my hands today we've got Titleist AP1, AP2 irons for 2010, so the two new irons, AP1, AP2. Okay, so big difference between these two clubs. AP1's aimed at a better player, basically. AP1's got much thinner top edge on the AP1, which is this one, and then the AP2 here is much chunkier, thicker top edge on the top of that one. Quite different use of the weight on the two irons. So the AP2, you get tungsten bar at the bottom of the club, so you get this tungsten weight at the bottom, and it's also pushed over into the back of the club, so more in the hitting area, where in the AP1 you get tungsten weight purely at the bottom and a bit in the heel and toe, and I can show you that from, this is the tungsten weight that goes in the bottom of the AP1s. So you can see it's much more weighted towards the heel and the toe, basically, where if you look at the tungsten weight that literally slots onto the back of the AP2s, so that one slots on there, basically, you can see that it's the weight's just evenly distributed behind the hitting area. There's no heavier heel or toe or heel area weighting. So two clubs from the same range, the AP range, are going to perform quite differently. So what I'm going to do is hit a couple of shots with both clubs, and we're just going to look at the spin using TrackMan here, so the launch spin off the face. In theory the AP1 should spin a lot more than the AP2, so that'll push the ball higher because it'll have more revs per minute on it. And that's purely because they're shoving the weight on the AP1s at the bottom of the club, where the AP2s it's at the bottom and a bit across the back of the club. So we're going to start first with the AP2. So looking down at the AP2, it's quite classical looking. It's a pretty looking iron, you know, it's very usable. Bit of offset, thin top edge, but looks quite classic. So let's give this one a hit, AP2. Okay, feels nice. Definitely gives you a bit more help than the other two types.
Launch spin 6121 RPM.
Okay, so that's launching, that's spinning at 6,000 revs off the face. Let's just give that another hit. Again, that feels nice. It does feel quite easy to hit, actually.
Launch spin 5172 RPM.
Okay, so that's spinning at 5,000 revs, that one. So I've got one at 6,000, one at 5,000. So let's give the AP1 a go. So looking down at this iron, it's definitely more offset, much chunkier. Obviously when you pick it up you really see the heel toe weighting in this club, which is going to help lots of golfers with miss hits. Let's give this one, the AP1, a hit. It's certainly harder to look at for me because it's chunkier. Yeah, it's a different flight, it definitely is up in the air more.
Launch spin 6505 RPM.
So that's spinning at 6,500 revs, so 500 revs more than the AP2 was spinning at its highest. Let's try that again. Again, it's higher. It feels nice, but it's up in the air.
Launch spin 6537 RPM.
So again, 6,500 revs. So the makeup of the two clubs is quite different, even from the same range. Not to get confused with. AP2 definitely aimed at good players, you know, kind of 15 handicappers looking and getting really low. AP1 is definitely aimed at the game improvement market. All to do with the way they're moving the weight around in the club and the size of the head. But both irons feel really nice. Definitely for me, AP2s is the more classic looking, but AP1s is definitely the mass market club. So AP1s, AP2s, definitely give them a check out and see how you get on with them.